I meant to do an audio test before I went live. Lol. Well, that's the first time I've done that in a very long time. I usually do an audio test before I go live. I didn't do one. I accidentally clicked go live instead of doing an audio test. Oh well. Well, fuck it. We're live. Jesus, man. I've been streaming for like 10 years and I still do repeat mistakes like that every bloody once in a blue moon. But anyway. Alright, well, I guess we're starting. Alright. So anyway. So today we're going to be looking at is Call of Duty 3 still alive 19 years later in the year 2025 on the Xbox 360. Now, I'm going to be completely honest and contradict the title. I would say not really, before we get into any of the gameplay. The player base in this game is just really, really inconsistent. Like, during the day it feels like barely anybody plays this, but during the night it seems to get, like, a little bit more active. But it's, unlike the PlayStation 3 version of this game, the PAL version does work. So, we're just going to go straight into a quick match. See how it goes. It was a join a server. You wonder how many people are actually playing though. Alright, we'll just go all select. Did this before Call of Duty had career class? Let's see. It put me in a wait, what the fuck? It put me in a solo lobby. Alright, let's do custom games. Let's try a custom game. Yeah, let's see if we can join this guy. I just joined the exact same map, what the fuck? I mean, there's people playing it at least, but I mean, there's somebody playing it, but is it really alive? I would say no. Well, I guess we can run around the map and test some shit out. Well, wait. Hopefully more people join. That's the only bad thing about streaming, like, during the day. And that, like, still alive. So it's like, I've got the remaining games left I got on the Xbox 360 to look at. They don't really have a consistent player base, like, 24/7 anymore. Like, I was either going to look at this or Half-Life 2. Half-Life 2 does kind of have a player base at night on the 360. I don't know why this guy is... Oh, he actually isn't. Okay. I only showed your team, alright. See if I can find him. You know, it's kind of interesting. People always say this is the first Call of Duty game that has sprint. It's actually not. In IT Defensive is. And this game didn't have sprint in the campaign, it only has sprint in the multiplayer. I really hope the audio's alright. I didn't do an audio test. Every single stream before I go live, I always do an audio test. Always. Just because you never trust the issues being the audio, you know what I mean? That's well too big for a 1v1, man. See if I can find this. You drive in this one? No, you can't. Hey, what's up, man? So we're really just gonna make around, mess around, do random stuff, I'll be honest. I mean, if more people join, we'll start playing like a series and all that stuff, obviously. So I'm playing this on a real... Oh, someone joined. Someone actually joined. Nice. So I'm playing this on a real Xbox 360, by the way, chat. We're no longer playing on backwards compatibility. Because backwards compatibility has, like, input delay and all that stuff. Oh, fuck. Alright, fine, bro. He just killed his own teammate. What an idiot. At least someone wants to play. I'm gonna try a sniper rifle it. Mess around with a sniper rifle, try it out, have some fun, you know? So that's kind of the problem with these games is they don't always seem to have a active player base like 24/7. It seems to be more night, but right now I have to stream early. I have to go. I don't have to stream early, but I gotta get. I probably could have started at like 5 to be honest, and now, but I want to look at the player base 24/7 to give you a more reliable, accurate representation of what the player base actually is like. You know what I mean? This guy's sweaty as fuck. By the way, I'm a complete noob at this. I've never played the multiplayer in this game. Ever. It's kind of good. It's going to be the same when we do the Team Fortress 2. Still a live stream next week. Whoops. Bruh. Come on, man. You really have to play the objective. Man, we were being friends, and this guy decided to join and start killing people. Don't know what that means. Joined Bone Whipper? Fuck knows what that even means. And if you're watching this, by the way, anybody wants to join up, go ahead. Even get a full lobby, that would be interesting. Doubt we'll get a full lobby, but I mean 8 to 10 players probably would not be bad on this map. Yeah, this game's before Call of Duty had. Oh my god, that recoil. Jesus, that is some really bad recoil. Oh man, we're getting our arses kicked. Oh, someone joined. Nice. How do I view the other team? The opposite team. Nice. Nice, we got 4 people.
Our flag.
Who's shooting? Ah man, this guy keeps on killing me. But it's cool, this game still has somewhat of a tiny bit of a player base. I wish Call of Duty 3, Call of Duty 2 still had an active, like somewhat of an active player base in the 360. It doesn't at all. And chat, the reason why I'm doing this on the Xbox 360, technically I could usually I do the Call of Duty Still Alive series on the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation platform. The reason why I'm not doing this on the PlayStation 5 3 is because Call of Duty 3 has an issue with the PAL version of the game, like the European and the rest of us, where you just can't find any matches at all. I don't know why that's an issue with the game. I don't know if it's like region locked or something like that. If so, I think it's the only Call of Duty game that's actually region locked. Like Call of Duty's not region locked. Though I do sometimes wish they were, in a way. Because some of them, they put you in terrible servers. And again, if they were region locked, even a Call of Duty game after it's 5 years old would probably be dead during certain times of the day. Especially if like the Oceania area. Man, you would get kind of screwed if you were there. Oh, this guy's just wearing his damn bar. Wish you put the respawn timer a bit faster though. 10-second respawn time, that's brutal. So we did a playthrough of this campaign earlier this year, by the way, chat. We did a full playthrough of the Call of Duty 3 campaign. It was alright. It was probably the worst campaign of the original, like, Call of Duty games. I would say. No, actually, no. I would say the worst was probably... or was it Finest Hour? Yeah, I'd say Finest Hour was probably actually the worst. Just because I had so many bugs. Which was really bad for a 2004 game that had bugs. That's unheard of. It's for this guy. I swear, man, it must be the only game he plays. Frick. Just disappeared. So, obviously we did a Battlefield 6 beta stream a few days ago. Obviously I said if the viewership was terrible I wouldn't do another stream, but I have been playing it off stream though. I've been playing more of the Battlefield 6 beta off stream. Actually really enjoying it. This is the most fun I've had in a Battlefield game since Battlefield 1. Really enjoying it. I'm probably going to play it again after today's stream. Play more of it. Just because I'm really enjoying it. It's just really good. It's like DICE actually listened. The fancy Sapella, what the frick his name? I cannot say his name for shit. But one of the smart, I think whoever EA decided to make him the boss and decided to hire him, man. One of the smartest decisions I think the company ever made. Honestly, get the guy that made the original Modern Warfare Call of Duty games. And Call of Duty 2 as well. Get him to work on the Battlefield series. And that was one of the smartest decisions I think they ever made. Hopefully when the game comes out, they don't completely ruin it, the skins on it, but at least the gameplay is good. I'll give it that, Battlefield 6. It's not like modern Call of Duty where the fucking gameplay is shit. It's just ruinless, that fucking skill-based match, engagement optimization matchmaking. Ten deaths, jeez. I mean, I've pretty much my first multiplayer game ever, so I guess it's not that bad. Wait till next week, chat, when we look at Team Fortress 2, man. I'm going to be so bad at that. I've never played Team Fortress 2 in my life. Now, I don't know if Call of Duty 2 might... Call of Duty 3 might have input delay. Or I don't know if it might... It probably does have input delay on the Series X. I mean, I'm playing this on a real 360. Even though I have a Series X. Right, we'll just go all select. Oh, nice. He disconnected. Must have been too sweaty. Oh. So weird. We're hosting a Call of Duty multiplayer. Different era. Completely different era. So I don't know how long I'm going to stream this for. We'll probably only do like half an hour to 40 minutes today because there's not really an active player base on this, like, at all. There's probably more people that play it during the night in US time, but I always like to try and look at these games like early in the day, more UK favourable time. Because I always like to give a perspective of the player base like 24/7. In these types of games, and I do them on a week. I used to do them during the weekdays, but there's certain games you just can't find people during the week when it comes to some of these older titles, so I have to look at them during the weekend. Like, Outside of Call of Duty, the Battlefield series, sadly all the Battlefield games have officially been shut down last year, but before the Battlefield games were shut down last year, you could still find people in the middle of the week. You'd still find almost full lobbies. Then the Rockstar games, outside of those 3 game series, you don't really find people. But I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep trying other games during the night and during the weekend and all that, see if we have any luck. Because apparently one of the Lost Planet games, somewhat I heard a few years ago, still has an active player base, but I don't know. I had no luck with 2, and I need to get 1 and 3 for the 360. Probably 1 will be what most people played. I think 1 was a favourite. I need to do a playthrough of those games one day, the Lost Planet game. Eventually, we'll do a playthrough eventually. We captured the enemy flag. We got the flag. It does suck that this game never came to PC though, because if this game came to PC, it'd probably actually still somewhat have an active player base. Ouch, jeez. I gotta drop the flag. You can kill him with the flag, that's hilarious. But I really do. I mean, I guess if I could technically play Call of Duty 2 on BZ if I really wanted to, like play it wise. But there's always a risk with RCX. Like even in these really old Call of Duty games, there's always a risk. Even with the server browser, I still don't fully trust them. Plus, I'm terrible on mouse and keyboard. So that would be an interesting experience playing them there. I mean, maybe, who knows. I don't really look at PC titles when it comes to that series though, because PC titles are a bit different. Some PC games that are like dead on console are like super active, like for example, like Team Fortress 2 and all that. That's still got a really active player base on PC, and the Left 4 Dead games I heard are actually Left 4 Dead 2 is still quite active on 360, but it's extremely active on PC because obviously the workshop mods. I'm gonna try killing this guy left. Still got him, lol. These teammates are sweat this. Yeah, this guy's a noob. That PBSC. No. Light machine gun. I forgot about that. You can't aim down sights in this game. It forces you to go prone. What the frick is this guy doing? I actually got him. I let him kill me though. I actually let him kill me though. Oh lol. If anybody is watching this and wants to join up, please go ahead. Because I mean, is it still alive? I would say not really. Does it have players? Yes. I mean, realistically, for a game for me to consider it really still alive, you kind of want reliably more than 10 people in the game at a time. I know some people will be like, you need to have over 100. No, you don't need over 100. Unless it's like a game that has like 64 player lobbies. That's a bit of a different story. For example, like a Battlefield game. Oh. Oh, it's back to 1v1. You know, I'm gonna leave as well, see if there's any more lobby. Maybe there's a bigger lobby that everyone's in. Yep, Ghost is Ninja. Not a big lobby, but it's got 3 people. Better than 1. Maybe that person will join up, or some other people will join up. But you can't mount in this one. Damn. He just killed his own teammate, lol. Oh. Really? Really? They both just left? Why, brother? Why would you leave? Do I remember they brought this game mode back in World at War? I don't know if they ever brought it back after World at War. Let's try another lobby. That guy's just wet. Oh, the connection quality's horrible, man. Jeez, how is it? Maybe the having bad ping makes the game easier. Who knows? Who knows? But we'll be back to Sunday next week, chat. It's just because I got something going on tomorrow, that's why. Bro, that's so fair. That's fair. I was about to say. Or maybe Ghost and Ninja's a noob. Hopefully. It's only that Blitz guy we got to worry about. He seems to be the absolute sweat in this. A bullet drop in there. No, that's not. Too bad there's no bayonet in the car 98k. When you pick up the flag in this game, when he says, "We got the flag," kind of sounds like the Empire guy in Star Wars Battlefront 2. Like when you're playing the original Star Wars Battlefront 2. Might be the same voice actor, actually. When you're playing on the Imperials. He says, "The rebellion has dropped their flag." I can't remember the exact lines, but... kind of sounds like him. Like the German guy teams. Come on, really? You're getting wrecked by a pistol, kid? Give me team. Why? Why quit, bro? It's like they're trying to find a lobby that has more players. They're not going to find more players at this time of day. Like, I looked at this game like 9 o'clock last night. Because I was obviously I had to change console, set up 360 and all that. So I was checking the player base. And it was like... there's like 10 players on a match. I think that's the max I ever saw. Now, I'm not American. Maybe the player base is like super active, 1 o'clock in the morning UK time zone. But I hate streaming that late. I'm not a fan of streaming that late. That's kind of the reason why I don't look at like old PlayStation 2 games and all that. Because I know there's a bunch of PS2 games that you actually, the servers are, well, not still up, but you change your DNS, you can play them. They actually somewhat still have an active player base on them. Like, this game actually still has a decent player base on PlayStation 2 on the weekend. Then you got games like Battlefield 2 Modern Combat on the PlayStation 2, but the problem is, it's like the player base like peaks at like freaking midnight and shit like that in my time zone, which I don't know. I just hate streaming at that time. Because I mean, I just like to stream when I get up. It's just who I am. Because I like to get the stream out of the way. I like to do. I'm one of those types of people. I'm like my dad that way. I like to do everything in the day, then in the afternoon and night, just relax. Now what's up? But is that's kind of cool. You can actually pick that up even on the opposite team. A lot of games actually wouldn't have something like that. Funny enough. You would not be able to pick up the opposite team ammo. Like, at all. This... Oh, it doesn't. Oh, it's a neutral. Did not know that. You only get one round though, scavenger doesn't seem to work. Oh wow. See if we can find that little lobby. I mean, I guess we could try rank. Does anybody play rank in this? Nope. No one. Need more. Oh, that's why. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be dead. You're never gonna find anybody in that. Yeah, nobody. Alright. Go play a match. This is the only lobby. Damn. Just like everybody else gave up. They gave up. I mean, it does have people playing it. I mean, but is there really anybody that really play a lobby in it? Not really, but I mean, it does have players. I'll say that. So get MP40, trench gun, scope carnage, MG34 Panther, right? I'd imagine this multiplayer would have been pretty fun back in the day though, when this game had an active player base. Too bad pretty much any Call of Duty game before Call of Duty 4, most people sadly forgot about that even exists. There's a lot of people in the Call of Duty series, they say, I always see these stupid videos, they say, no stupid videos, I don't really blame the content creator. Kind of, but I always see like these videos or something like that when they're doing these Call of Duty challenges and say every Call of Duty game, like a challenge, and they always start the Call of Duty 4 and I'm like, you clickbaiting bastard. But I get it. I mean, I get it. And even if you did do the challenge, you can't necessarily play this one. Because this one's console locked for some weird reason. Don't know what Activision were doing in 2006, but decided to not bring Call of Duty free. To PC for some reason. Only one of like two, well, there's a few Call of Duty games that was exclusive back then, but it was like the 1 year where the PC did not get it. I think it's because this game was rushed though, that's why. Because this game, Call of Duty 3 in particular, pretty much every other port of this game, with the 360 is the only good port of this game. Every other version of this game runs like dog crap. Like, for some reason, the Xbox 360 version of Call of Duty 3 runs at 60 FPS. PlayStation 3 runs at 30. The original, I don't know about the original Xbox version, can't comment on that version. Never played it. PlayStation 2 version runs like down to the teens. The Wii version I would imagine is the same. The PS3 version rarely runs at 30. It usually drops to the 20s. Maybe the original Xbox version probably runs at a stable 30. It probably uses the PlayStation 2 version. But it was very rushed. I think it was made like 9 months or something like that. Which is pretty bad, you actually think about it. Because, I mean, they did somehow Call of Duty Vanguard was an absolutely awful Call of Duty game. Absolutely awful Call of Duty game. Campaign, probably one of the worst Call of Duty CC campaign in the entire series. But when they made that game, somehow they did it. They had more content than Call of Duty. Even though it probably had the worst zombies in the entire series. Gun mounted. I think the last time we had this was World at War. It was so pointless in World at War though. But at least in World at War you get to aim down your gun without having to do that. This is wrong. Take full damage, your character gets stunned. You know, it's an old game when it does that. But I guess we'll talk about the rest of the Still Alive series games I want to look at, since we're not really doing much combat or any of that. So next week, next Sunday, I plan to look at Team Fortress 2. Then the week after will probably be Left 4 Dead 2, most likely. I'll try Left 4 Dead 1 during the weekend, see if I have any luck of finding anybody. Like during the light of the day. Because I own both games. I'll give it a try, see if we can find at least one lobby in it. But if not, I'll probably be Left 4 Dead 2, which... I'll be honest, I love Left 4 Dead 2. It's probably one of my favourite zombie games of all time, but... I don't really like the Venus mode on it. Because the Venus mode, you gotta be like super sweaty. And also, we're probably gonna run into hackers with Left 4 Dead 2, unfortunately. Running to hack lobbies and all that stuff. And as for that, I don't know what else I could look at 360 titles. I'm trying to find what 360 titles did. Does anybody know that's watching this? Like, is there a particular Xbox 360 game that has like a... that has a player base online in 2025 that isn't backwards compatibility? That does not have backwards compatibility. Because online says there's a few like Mortal Kombat 9 and all that, but I can't. I mean, Google AI is not always reliable, and that is usually always uses a source from like a YouTube video. It uses a source from a YouTube video. It's like best 360 games that are not backwards compatible. And like, I want to look at the online. I don't care about the single player. There's probably a couple, but. That's my friend. Let's have a look. See if there's any other lobby. Oh, no, that's the only lobby. There's people playing it, I'll give it that, but not really. We'll probably be ending this soon, chat. But after that, we'll probably start looking at some of the PS4 games that we've not done. So obviously we did the Call of Duty series, we did the Battlefield series and the PlayStation 4, but I still want to do like some of the lesser known games. I still need to do Mass Effect 3 on the PlayStation 3. Still need to do that. I mean, I might get Minecraft for the 360 to see what the player base is like on that, maybe. I don't know if that's above or below. What's there? We'll see. Because I would like to look at some games that don't have backwards compatibility that still have an active player base, but obviously I need to buy them. I could play them on modded 360, but it's actually a nightmare to add games to a modded 360. It's not like a PlayStation 3. Like a PlayStation 3 and a modded PlayStation 3 you can just download them from like a, what's it called? I forgot the name of it. Forgot the name of it, but I usually buy games anyway. I like to buy physical copies anyway in these older consoles regardless. Because those are risk of getting banned, so playing online. But I want to look at them. The PlayStation 4 games, obviously Mass Effect Drama. The Battlefront games, I also want to look at the Classic Collection. See how the Classic Collection is, 2025. A couple other titles. These are my games. We still got for the rest of the year. I still need to play I still want to play the Gears of War multiplayer games for the first time ever. And the Gears of War multiplayer. I still want to do that. Maybe we'll do that in November, something like that. We'll see. What will be replacing the Star live streams. I want to be streaming like every Sunday or Saturday. I'm not going to stream both days because I like to take a day off. Usually I do take every second Tuesday off, but not every first Tuesday. With the exception of last Tuesday, I wasn't off last Tuesday. That's because my family was on holiday though. The guy just shot me through the wall, what the fuck? That sweat needs to get back on and join the enemy team. Right. Don't worry, chat. This next week's stream will be back to more favourable times for the viewership wise. And then people are just like no damage. We captured the enemy flag. I was delayed. Don't know why that blazing guy's not playing. He kind of needs that sweat. This noob needs his sweat on his team. Make us proud. Kill we got 3v2 though. Damn, he killed me, but I like how it says you're critically wounded. Guess medic can revive you in there. Another series I'd potentially want to look at. I wonder if anybody's playing like any of the old Medal of Honor games for the Star Allies series. I don't think there's any that's actually active, but maybe I'll have a look off stream. It's still one shot kill to the head and that. But it's kind of weird how this level up system works in this game. Like it's based off of the whole chain. Yeah. Well, that's kind of unfair. It's a freaking. Freaking 3v1 now. Really, brother? Why? Why? You kill me just because you want to score the point? At least there's no way explaining this. I don't wonder if you can get kicked from this game if you kill too many of your teammates. Bruh. Literally a 3v0 lol. I rage quit. I'm gonna have a 2 if I was as well. No games found. I'll wait here for a minute so you can find any wants. But I think we're probably going to end it here in a minute or two anyway, so... Yeah, that's pretty much the plan for the rest of the year when it comes to Install Live Series. We're going to start with some free Xbox 360 games I want to do. And then we'll do some PS4 games, and that'll probably be me done with the Install Live Series. But if anybody does have any suggestions, any game that's not like obviously a big title like Call of Duty or that with all the Battlefield series, or any Rockstar game. If anybody has a title that's not any of those games but actually still has somewhat of an active player base, please let me know in the comments. Because, I mean, I've probably got about another 2 months of ideas for the Install Live Series, but after that, I don't have an idea. But, I mean, we're getting close to 2026 anyway, so obviously I'll be restarting that in 2026 regardless anyway. Alright, yeah, I think I'm just going to end it here. We're going to end it here, chat. Just a simple 40-minute stream. Not a super long stream, but there's not really a lot to say. Is the game still alive? I would say kind of. Your best bet is probably on a weekend, probably late at night. So for all of us that live in Europe and all that shit, your best bet is probably to try at like 10 or 9 o'clock at night. Something like that. 9 or 10 o'clock at night when all the Americans and that get on. During the evening in like in the US and all that. That's probably your best bet to find matches on this. Like you want to find a decent player base. Because that's what it seems like it is if you want to find a decent player base. But anyway, we're going to end it here. So maybe I'll stream more of the Battlefield 6 beta tomorrow. Probably not. But I mean, it's almost reached my viewership goal I actually wanted it to reach. I said if it gets between 40 and 50 views, I might consider doing it. So I might do it tomorrow night. We'll see. I'm not entirely sure. I've not made up my mind yet. More likely, probably not. But anyway, on the Monday, we're going to be starting my playthrough of Crackdown 1. Then on the Wednesday, we're going to continue Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. Hopefully, we can get that complete on the Wednesday. I'm not entirely sure, because... yeah, we're getting to the stage where we're going to have to fight really, really tough bosses. I actually might look up online where the best items to research are. I might do that. Oh, I'll wait. We'll see. But anyway, that's the plan of action for next week. Start playthrough of Crackdown. Hopefully finish off Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker so we can get to Ground Zero. Then we'll probably start the Phantom Pain the following week. But we'll see. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to end it here. So, yeah, I'll see you all in next time.